Hey guys, and welcome to the 2017 Volvo V90 Cross Country D4 Pro. So this is a diesel in Pro trim, the top tier trim in the diesel, 190 horsepower with all-wheel drive. I've had the car for a week, and for you guys who have seen my videos before, and especially the videos I've done on the V90 is basically my favorite Volvo at the moment. And in today's video, I'm gonna tell you guys why you should choose the V90 Cross Country instead of the Volvo XC60. So for you guys who don't know what the V90 Cross Country is, let me break it down to you guys. So first you have the Volvo S90, which is their mid-size luxury sedan, which competes with the BMW 5 Series, the Audi A6, and the Mercedes-Benz E-Class. Then you have the V90, which is the station wagon version of the S90. Then you have this car, the V90 Cross Country, and the Cross Country is the key point here because the Cross Country is the rugged version of the V90, giving it more ground clearance, all-wheel drive, and more body molding, a different body kit on the exterior. So this car has actually 21 centimeters of ground clearance. That's about 8 inches, which is more than most crossovers. It's about the same as a Honda CR-V and a Toyota RAV4, and that's quite amazing. And that ground clearance means that this car is as capable as most crossovers, but as you can see here, it is a station wagon that is lifted, meaning that you don't have car up here. It's a lower car with ground clearance, and basically that's what people want today. Crossovers are popular because crossovers look cool and they portray, you know, the sense of having more capability, and some of them do, especially those with four-wheel drive. But this car has as much capability as most crossovers, permanent four-wheel drive and the ground clearance. But you have, you know, the low-slung station wagon profile, which is in this car looks really cool. I think it looks really nice actually. It's so good looking that I actually think this is the best looking Volvo at the moment. It's the best execution of Volvo's newest design language, and don't get me wrong, because all new Volvo products look great, but I think this is the best looking. I just love the body molding. It just makes the station wagon look a bit more aggressive, and especially these 20-inch wheels on this car just look really amazing. It's a station wagon, you know, with a rugged look, but it still keeps that slow slung body profile, giving it the driving dynamics of a normal car. And let's get to that, because the normal car part of this is the most important reason why this is better than an XC60. Once on the move, this car just feels better to drive than an XC60. So this is a lower car. Remember, this is a station wagon and not a tall SUV. A lower car means a lower center of gravity, and we all know what that means. It means better body control, better handling, and a better ride. And don't get me wrong, because the XC60 is brilliant at those three things. It's just that this car is better. And this car is also more closely related to the XC90 than the XC60. So this is actually a class above from the XC60. And that means more money, more engineering, and more expensive parts have gone into creating this car. And this car is actually, to my opinion, the quietest riding Volvo product at the moment. It's more quiet than the XC60 or the XC90. This particular model has the laminated windows, making it super silent, and it actually only has 245 wide tires on these 20-inch rims. Since this car, you know, is not as voluminous or tall as an SUV, Volvo haven't found it, you know, necessary to put the widest of tires. So it's only got 245 wide tires, meaning it just glides over the surface. Is really quiet and really comfortable, this car. I'm just super amazed by just how refined this thing is. And it's not only in the bits that you don't see, the bits under the skin, the bits in the suspension where money have gone into. It's in this interior. This interior is so amazing, it's so beautiful, and it's so refreshing. In my opinion, this is the best interior that Volvo make today. It's better than the XC60, it's better than the XC90. The materials, the design, the fit and finish is just exquisite. It's a class above the XC60. It's as good as the XC90, you know, in material wise, the way it feels, but just the look of it, the execution is just that bit above the XC90. It's one of the best interiors to look at, to touch, to feel, to smell. Best place to be in, one of the best places to be in modern interiors today in 2017, in my opinion. And my final reason for why I think this car is better than the XC60, beside the things I've been talking about, is the roominess and the space. So here in the front seat, it's about as spacious as the XC60. You know, the center console is about as spacious, the driver's seat is about as spacious, but the rear seat is actually a bit bigger than in the XC60. But most of all, the trunk. So the trunk space in this car is just much larger than the XC60, in my opinion. You know, on paper they might be quite equal, but I packed this car to the brim for work, now for a few days. I've also done the same thing with the XC60. I've actually done the same thing with the XC60 on different occasions, and this car also on different occasions. So I know what I'm talking about, that the trunk in this car is just more usable. So all in all, this car is just more practical than the XC60. So there you go, guys, the reasons I think the Volvo V90 Cross Country is better than the Volvo XC60. It drives better, handles better, rides better, is more quiet, more spacious, has a nicer interior, and looks prettier on the exterior. But looks are subjective. A lot of people might think the XC60 looks cooler than this because it's an SUV, and I totally get that. You also do sit higher in an SUV, giving you a better view, a more commanding view of the road, and also an ingress and step-in height, which is much better for a lot of people, especially taller people. But for my money, for the same price as an XC60, I'd go for the V90 Cross Country because, guys, station wagons are cool, not denying that. So guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please drop me a thumbs up down below, and for more car content, please subscribe. See you guys later, and goodbye.